We still here, still standing. UPK, we never left the building. Commanding General Yahanna, you know, whoa. Check it out. Woe into America. Seize everything and bring these crackers to their knees. I need everything and I do mean everything. I know they don't like us. Go ahead and try us. Don't make me call upon the Lord and put this earth on fire. I'm only getting better and I'm only getting higher. And you are getting weaker. That's why you cannot beat us. I know you do not like us. We don't like you neither. You win against a grain. You should be ashamed. You win against a king. Let's just call it treason. Can't wait for killing season. All that shit that you be preaching. Let me see if you believe it. They say they can't be touched. Well, I'm about to put my hands on them. No more missing nice guy. I gave that spirit up. Lord, give me strength so I can tear this city up. Babylon is falling, but it's just not fast enough. Angels with a nigga, so you niggas cannot touch. Ooh, this shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray that you understand. I said I pray that you understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray that you understand. Hey, I said I pray that you understand.
They want me to bite my tongue, they don't like criticism. Can't say oppressors the devil, YouTube restricted niggas. But they can post bitches twerking, police killing niggas. You can rap about catching bodies and millions listen. Bitches rap about they box and children listen. You say you black and gay, to them you still a nigga. You chasing Susie and Becky, they Emmett Tiller niggas. You got the ones that compromised and you got field niggas. It's a real difference, it make me feel different. When I kick on my boots, tie up a meat tree, I know what we teach in that camp, nobody teaching. These devils telling lies without blinking. They ain't got the integrity, try to reach them. They say they conscious and they woke, but they sleepy. I ain't sparing nobody, I'm going in. It's a rap when I hop up on that podium.
This shit not adding up, fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Yeah. Said I pray that you understand. I said I pray that you understand. This shit not adding up. Fucking raise it up. Listen to them devils while you let them gas you up. Said I pray that you understand. Hey, I said I pray that you understand.
Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, that's one right here for the stenches. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Bitches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they fouled the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers. My hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses. It's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Going on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Sani. My wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home and change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Light is in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the swerve in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know lie. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the swerve in my whole life. My whole life.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Yahanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is dish served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Pando killed the beat.
I don't know who, somebody need to hear this. Y'all don't speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans getting locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died, y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew, you a Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum, a gun that would die. Yeah, Yeezy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth, I had to make it clear. How Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947, your menorah got 9 sticks, it's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world, Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs. Bunch of thieves and culture vultures, ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you litter. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, all the way down to Jacob, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. You BK undefeated, this an easy win. We was born fighting, y'all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bastard, they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil, who is? I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he get them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, this what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture, and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ, they the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas, they a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth, niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4, I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews and are not. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Yahbashin Yahushua Barakatah to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema and Athah Bashin Yahushua to all the sisters. Y'all clap it up. All right, this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. And what we teach is the truth about the Bible. We teach that the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native American Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. Understand? So it's very important to know exactly who you are and what is your purpose. You know what I mean? A lot of people wonder what is their purpose. You know what I mean? What are their duties when it comes down to the Most High? You know what I mean? The Most High wants you to obey the law, statutes, commandments. This right here is what help you in life. You know what I mean? This is what governs us. It's wisdom. You know what I mean? It help us in life. It help our children, our generations to come, that we have this wisdom from the Most High. You know, so today's topic is, you know what I mean, is wisdom better than gold? Understand what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I mean, appreciate everybody joining the class. At the water, what's going on, Chuba Gabal? Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah.
Shalom, Yahweh Shem. How you doing, Adawan?
Everything to wild. What's good with you?
I might not be able to read too good because I'm with my son right now, and he's having like I'm trying to make him go to sleep, but he doesn't want to go to sleep. So if he start crying, I might put him on mute, sir.
No, that's fine. You know what I mean? That's the duties. You know what I mean? As a father, I mean that's a part of doing, you know what I mean, the work. Understand what I'm saying? Raising your son. That's a part of the work. You know what I mean? And this class is about wisdom because, you know what I mean, the things that you learn in life is what you must teach your son. It's what you must teach your children. It's what you must teach your wife. Understand what I'm saying? And when you're raised up to be, you know what I mean, an officer of 50, an officer of 500, you know what I mean, on up, you know what I mean, you're going to be the one that give wisdom. You know what I mean? These law, statutes, and commandments, showing our peoples, you know what I mean, the laws, teaching them. Understand what I'm saying? And that's what we need in life. We need this wisdom that'll help us through life. But not just any wisdom. We need the wisdom of the Most High. It's very important that we have that. So what you think about? So let me ask you a question. What you think about wisdom? What you think wisdom is?
I'm sorry, sir. He's really crying really loud right now, so I can't talk.
All right, come on. No sweat. No sweat. Yeah. Wisdom, you know what I mean? A lot of people just might say, you know what I mean, wisdom is knowledge, right? Wisdom is knowing things. You know what I mean? These are some of the few things that people will answer or what answer they would give to let you know what wisdom is. Wisdom is, I mean, a part of knowledge. I mean, also wisdom is making great decisions. Also, I mean, the Most High gives wisdom. So I'm gonna pull up the definition of wisdom, right? Because that's what we do. We don't just give out answers, or you know what I mean, we don't just say what we feel. We go and do the research. You know what I mean? And we're gonna show you what is wisdom. Right? So these are some of the definitions of wisdom. Right? This is what I pulled up. This is an overview. So it says wisdom encompasses the ability to use knowledge, experience, and understanding to make sound judgments and decisions, often involving insight and common sense. Understand what I'm saying? So it's to make great decisions, you know what I mean? Good judgments on things that you do on your day to day. Understand what I'm saying? So we get this wisdom from the Most High. You know what I mean? What is those what's that wisdom? Well, it's the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? He give us things that he know that's going to help us, that's going to govern us in our day-to-day life. You know what I mean? This what brings us close to him. Having this wisdom. You know what I mean? It was another brother that had the most wisdom. Nobody had the most wisdom than Solomon in his day. I mean, there's nobody that was more wiser than Solomon in his day. I mean, we have wise prophets in those times, and that's what we need to do. We need to use that wisdom so we can live. Understand what I'm saying? So when you use wisdom, it's like it'll help you, like I said, through your day-to-day. I mean, making good decisions, like, should I do this? Or if I do this, you know what I mean, would this cause me to be harmed? Or if I do this, would this cause anyone else to be harmed or be hurt? Or would it hurt myself? You know what I mean, we have to think about that. And we have to use that wisdom, not just for us, but to help our kids also. You know what I mean? Learning from our mistakes. Then we could tell our children, like, listen, and you know what? That's so heavy too, because growing up, you know what I mean, we've been through a lot of things. We experienced a lot growing up in life. Understand? So it's like when you're a parent, you start teaching your children the same thing that you have been through, you know, so they won't go and make the same mistakes. So that's why it's so, like, it's so important when you know you're doing the right thing by teaching your children, you know what I mean, how not to make that same mistake. I mean, you teaching them wisdom. You teaching them to make better decisions in their life. Understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? When I know, listen, I've been through a lot growing up in my life. So I made tons of mistakes. So when I grew up and I had my own children, you know what I mean? I talked with them all day long about different things. Like, making great decisions. You know what I mean? Having better judgments. You know what I mean? Having the knowledge to not do certain things and how to do certain things. This is what you want to teach your children growing up in life. You know what I mean? But at that time, I didn't know anything about, you know what I mean, the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like once I start learning about the truth and start applying that, listen, it made a big turn in my life. So it's like, well, damn. So if I start learning about the law, statutes, and commandments, and when I started applying that, I noticed it was a big difference in my life. You know, so once I start noticing this, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is the way I need to raise my children in the same way, so they won't go through the same things that I have been through. Because when you try to do things on your own, or when you think that you have all the knowledge, you really don't. You know, unless you are being taught by someone with wisdom, like what we call them OGs. You know what I mean? I know everybody had an OG, like back in the days, or even now, that'll tell you, hey, look, listen, young blood, back in my days, man, listen, we did such. You know what I mean? I don't think you should do that there, because this might happen to you, or this might happen to you. You know what I mean? These OGs is giving us that wisdom to not go and do the same thing or make the same mistakes that they have made. You know what I mean? You want to teach the youth about making better decisions or sound judgments. You know, that's very important, that we need that wisdom. And the most important wisdom is coming from the Most High. When he's giving you laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I mean, and the judgments, he's giving you wisdom, so you can use this on your day-to-day, so you can raise your children up, so you can teach your wives or your wife, you know what I mean, so you can teach your brothers, your peoples. This is what you need. This is what governs us and help us and protect us, you know what I mean, from harm, from danger. It's very important that we need that, right? So we're gonna jump into the first scripture. Triple Gabar, you Tawab?
I finally am able to put him to sleep.
All right, no sweat. So whenever you get settled, just let me know, and you can just jump in and take over for the reading.
I'm about to jump in now. Just need a few seconds just to get my stuff.
All right, so we're going into the book of Hosea. Okay. Okay, Hosea is in the Old Testament. Hosea 4, verse 6. Right? This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? When you lack that knowledge, that wisdom, you know what I mean? You lack making good decisions. You lacking sound judgments. You know what I mean? When you lack that knowledge, you know, people end up harming themselves and harming others. You know what I mean? When our people lack that knowledge, because the Christian churches, they're not teaching this wisdom or this knowledge, this type of knowledge. You know what I mean? They're not teaching you that if you have what is called it, alternative lifestyle with, you know what I mean, two men, that this is going to happen. You I mean, you even have like Christian churches that actually have churches that's made for those type of people, that LGBTQ type of people. They have churches just for that. Understand? So it's like Christian pastors, they're not teaching this wisdom. Like they don't even much know the Bible. And it's so very important that they need to teach this, because our people is listen, like the scripture says, our people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. I mean, look what's going on with our peoples right now. I mean, we number one in everything. And almost everything you name, we're number one in it. Because our people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The knowledge that our so-called black leaders supposed to be teaching their peoples, our peoples, God's chosen peoples. They lack that. So our people lack that knowledge that they're supposed to be teaching. That's why the scripture says, my people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? Our people's out here strung out on damn drugs because, you know what I mean, the Christian pastor or the Christian churches is not teaching, you know what I mean, that laws are very important. We supposed to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. They'll tell you that the Old Testament is done away with. And they tell you there's a whole new commandment. Someone even must tell you that it's a new commandment. They'll just tell you, listen, you just have to pay tithes. But after all the laws are done away with, then why we're still paying tithes? That's a part of the law. Listen, your Christian church is just a building full of hustlers. You know what I mean? That's all they do is hustle. Hustle you out of everything. You know what I mean? This is why our people is destroyed. Hey, shalom, Lord of Christ, sis. Yeah, this is why our people is destroyed. These Christian churches is not teaching our peoples the correct way. They're not teaching that there are laws that we must obey, that we must follow, that what gives us wisdom. You know what I mean? They thinking that because you singing and dancing and so-called worshiping God, this is wisdom. They tell you, they give you like these smooth words and thinking that's wisdom because they done conjured up some words to, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the damn word. I mean, they conjure up these words to convince you that whatever they're saying is wisdom. But the wisdom is not coming from the Bible. The wisdom that they're using is their own wisdom, their own interpretation. They're not teaching what's coming out of this Bible. They're not teaching that we must follow these laws, that a man must not sleep with another man, that a woman should not sleep with another woman. They're not teaching that, okay, you don't supposed to be smoking. You know what I mean? The Lord hates when you smoke. Hey, shalom, Lord of Christ, all the one. Yeah. See, they supposed to be teaching us these things. They'll tell you that you don't supposed to be doing it, right? But they're not telling you that is coming from the Bible, because if they tell you that, that means they pretty much contradicted their own self. Meaning what? They will lose all their members out of their churches. They'll lose it all. So when you come and you want that wisdom, you come get it from the Isupk under Commander General Yahanna. This is where you're gonna find that wisdom. Know what I mean? Because the Lord put the spirit upon these brothers to teach this. Know what I mean? This is not for everybody to go out and try to teach. Like, you know how many people I done seen, they done heard Isupk teaching or breaking down scriptures. Then they go and put fringes on their damn t-shirt, wrap a damn scarf around their head, and then call themselves Israelites, thinking that they're giving people, you know what I mean, our people wisdom. Understand what I'm saying? Listen, you have to come in here and get in class, get in all black, and you first be taught first. I mean, like the scripture says, when ye ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again. You have to be taught all over again. You know what I mean? The Lord didn't put that the spirit of wisdom on you, because you have to be taught all over again. What you thought you knew, you don't know. You know what I mean? And this is why our peoples is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. You know what I mean? So let's keep going on that. It says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. You know what I mean? Just like the Christian pastors. We blaming the Christian pastors for this.
I feel like I don't want.
Go ahead.
I'm good to read for you whenever you need it now.
All right, come. So it says, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will reject thee. You know what I mean? That thou shalt be no priest to me. You know what I mean? And that's your Christian pastors. You know what I mean? They rejected the knowledge. They hear it's so crazy because, listen, Captain Tazariak, you know what I mean? Captain Magazar, you know what I mean? What's the other one from Milwaukee? Captain Quab. Man, listen, these brothers go out and they crush these Christian beliefs. You know what I mean? And they give out like they pretty much giving it all to them, like all the answers, and they still reject it. They still reject it. Why? Because, listen, they feel the shame. They know they're wrong. They know they don't know the truth. We have young brothers that's troopers that know more than the Christian pastor that's been doing this for about 20 plus years, and they still don't know as much as our troopers inside of our school. Feel me? Like that's crazy. They feel shameful, man. So they will not be a priest unto the Most High because they rejected knowledge. They rejected it. Even though it was given to you, it was right there on your plate, and you still did not take it. All the answers. And you see the brothers is giving it to you, and you still like, nah, I don't believe that. Nah, Come on, man. This is why our peoples is destroyed. Our people's looking up to you, know what I mean, while you leading them in the ditch. What they say, the blind leading the blind. Listen, when you reject knowledge, the Lord will reject you. Understand what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Shalom. Y'all about to see outside Barakatah. What's going on, Triple Quan? All right. Let's keep going. Saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, the Most High, I will also forget thee. Thy children. Feel me? Because that's something that the Christian pastors do not teach. And we all know that. They don't teach that we're under the law. They teach that the laws are done away with. And that is our wisdom. This is why our peoples are destroyed. Because these Christian churches is not teaching, the wisdom of the Lord. They're not teaching that these laws we still have to obey. Feel what I'm saying? We still have to follow these laws. That's the reason why we're in the conditions that we're in right now. We need these laws. Like, listen, we have, our sisters out here on a stripper pole, having sex with all these damn different men for money. Get pregnant and have abortion. Look at the abortion rate. Crazy work. Crazy work. Look it up. Look up the abortion rate. It's crazy. Then we have our brothers out here that's out here selling drugs to our own peoples, bro. Our own peoples. Our people is already down and out. And we just killing them more. Because we call it what? We say, well, we feeding our children, we feeding our kids by killing our own peoples, selling them drugs. That's kind of insane. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like I didn't really think about it until like I got in the truth and I started learning. You know what I mean? I started learning. I learned up on a Captain Royale, you know what I mean? Officer Ricavia, you know what I mean? Officer Kazak, Officer Thawashah, you know what I mean? Listen, I learned up under these brothers. Officer Nashak. And when I learned this, bro, listen, I'm like, damn. And I look back on all the stupid stuff that I used to do. And I'm like, bro, damn, I was a real messed up person, bro. I was real messed up, man. You know what I mean? They taught me this wisdom, the wisdom of the Most High. They taught me these things. And once I started applying it, I started teaching my kids the same thing. Feel what I'm saying? Let me see. Trooper Gabal, grab me Proverbs 2 and verse 6. And Trooper Quam, grab me Deuteronomy 7 verse 6. Baba Kashah. Like learning this up out of these brothers, man, listen. They taught me. They taught me very well. You know what I mean? Even though I'm still young, I'm still a young officer. You know what I mean? I have learned a lot growing up, being raised up in this truth. I learned a lot. So they taught me where I can go and teach wisdom to my brothers, to my children, to my wife. Feel what I'm saying? My wives. Damn right. Damn right. Because listen, and once you start like knowing like the things that you done made, like it's always said you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, right? It's supposed to make you a better person. So they say, right? But the laws, statutes, and commandments make you the perfect person. You know what I mean? The perfect person for the Most High. It brings you closer back to the Most High. You know what I mean? That's why it's so very important that we come back to the Most High by doing what? Not rejecting this knowledge, this wisdom of the Most High. You know what I mean? We need to learn how to start making better decisions. Better decisions. And when I learn in this truth, I'll start making better decisions. Better than what I used to. Understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Way better than what I used to. I mean, I was out there going crazy. Because at that time, I didn't care about life. But I'm chasing the glory of the Most High. That's what I'm chasing now. I used to be out here chasing everything else, but now I'm chasing something totally different. Something that's way beyond all this stuff. Understand what I'm saying? This wisdom. You know what I mean? Wisdom is better than everything. Everything. I mean, it's better than gold, better than nice houses. You know what I mean? A yacht. It's better than riches. It's better than diamonds. It's better than everything. Wisdom. Go ahead, Trooper Gabar.
Proverbs chapter 2, verse 6. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding.
Right. Says, for the Lord giveth wisdom. You know what I mean? The Lord gives wisdom. And that's where we get our wisdom from. We get it from the Most High. You know what I mean? The Most High gave that wisdom to other brothers. And other brothers was passing that wisdom down. You know what I mean? Like I said from the beginning, like they're OGs. You know, OGs gonna always keep you up on game. They're gonna always keep you up on everything, you know what I mean, that happened before. Like the scripture says, you know what I mean? There's nothing new up under the sun. You know, so everybody that went through whatever they went through then, you know what I mean, they're able to teach everybody now because it's still going on right now, still to this day. Everything that happened then is still happening now. There's nothing new up under the sun. Feel me? Says the Lord giveth wisdom. Out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. Know what I mean? Because think about this, right? Like the dietary law. That's why the Lord gave this wisdom to Moses. Know what I mean? And you know Moses taught Aaron, right? And they gave this wisdom to the children of Israel, this knowledge, you know what I mean, of the like the dietary law for one, right? He said, listen, these is what you supposed to eat, and these is what you don't supposed to eat. The Lord already knew, you know what I mean? He created these things. He created everything. So he knows about each thing that he created. And it's over 1 billion things that he created. He knows about each one of them down to the detail. So he told you, listen, you know what I mean? You don't supposed to eat swine, right? He already knew this. He created it. When we eat these pork chops, bacon, you know what I mean, ribs, everything that's with pork or made with pork, what always happen? We always have what? High blood pressure, high cholesterol, you know what I mean, diabetics. I mean, we have all types of health issues. Why? Because the Lord already knew. He gave this wisdom to you. It's written in the book for a reason, for your learning. It's made for you. He's telling you exactly, listen, he gave these laws, statutes, commandments, right? This is what you do. This is what you don't do. Thy shall and thy shall not. Obey these. He's giving you the game. He's telling you exactly what you need to do to live. This is what gives you life. You know what I mean? This is life. The law, statutes, and commandments. What's going to keep you alive? You know how many people that have died off of, you know what I mean, all health issues? You know what I mean? Obesity. You know what I mean? All different types of health issues. Because the Lord knew. He knew. That's why he gave that. He put it inside. Listen, it's written in the book for our learning. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ. Shalom, Lord of Christ, Yaquab. Yeah, it's made for our learning. And we supposed to take heed to everything that's written inside of this book. Don't listen to your Christian pastors talk about it's done, like the laws are done away with. You know what I mean? This is what destroying us because we're not listening. It's in the book. It's telling you. Christ even told you. Like they thinking Christ came to do away with the laws. Christ said, listen, don't think that I come to do away with the laws. I did not. I did not come to do away with the laws or the prophets. And where the laws and the prophets at? Right? That's in the Old Testament. They like to shut down the whole Old Testament like it ain't nothing. It don't even exist anymore. And because they telling us, that's what killing us. You know what I mean? That is what is destroying us as a people, as a nation of people. Feel me? And out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. You know what I mean? Thy shall and thy shall not. That's knowledge and understanding. That's wisdom. He's telling you what you should do and what you should not do. Triple Quam, go ahead. Read that. Yeah, just like these other nations, they eat anything. They eat whatever they want to eat. You know what I mean? And nothing really happens to them because the laws was not given to them. It was only given to the children of Israel. You know what I mean? You got the YT man, he eat his meat bloody. We don't supposed to eat blood. We don't supposed to intake blood. But your oppressor do. You know what I mean? These Chinese people, they eat what? Dogs. They eat cats. They eat rats. They eat bats. They eat all these different type of things. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what caused the coronavirus. Because all these different things that they eating. You know what I mean? These other nations, they eat anything. You know what I mean? The Chinese dude, I don't know if y'all see this, like a Chinese dude, what he do, he's like a fisherman, right? He go out, he casts his net, and he fish anything. Like he have octopus, squids, what else? Shrimp, lobster, crabs, some type of, I don't know what the hell that thing called. It's like a shell. Well, clams too, but it's something else, right? Eating all different types of stuff. He cook it up and he eat it all. And as a nation of people, we don't supposed to do that. Right. That's another one. You know what I mean? Eating eel. Catfish. We don't even supposed to be eating. Like, we put anything with fins and scales. Anything with fins and scales, we supposed to eat. It's in the dietary law. If it don't have that, you don't supposed to be eating it. As Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, this is not what you're supposed to intake. You don't supposed to put that in your body. That's an abomination to the Lord. But these other nations, that's what they eat. Right. Almost all Chinese fish is not edible. Yeah, you're right. They be eating all kind of like, what is the little flatfish? I don't know what the hell that thing called. They eat all kind of crap, man. And I'm looking like, listen, that crap be making me about to throw up. It be looking so nasty. Like even a Chinese girl, they be having like the Chinese girl that be sitting up there, eating different types of shellfishes and stuff like that. She'll dip it in some sauce and she'll eat it and just burst with a lot of water and stuff coming out that crap. Listen, I'll be about to throw up right in my damn lap. That shit be looking so damn nasty. So nasty. Go ahead, Triple Qual. You there? All right, no sweat. So we're gonna get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. All right, Triple Gabar, you got that? You read that for me?
Sir. I'll get it. I'm close to it right now.
Yeah, until Triple Qual come back. I don't know. He's probably having some technical difficulties.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right. Start right there. It says, for thou art a holy people. Holy is what? Holy is separate. We are set apart from all these other nations. You know what I mean? That be eating all these different types of stuff that can cause us health issues. You know what I mean? He set us apart from every other nation. Understand what I'm saying? Unto himself. Like out of all 18 nations, right? Well, including us, out of all 18, he took us out of all of them and made us his. You know what I mean? So he just looked through it like, listen, I want this. This is mine. I'm going to separate y'all from the rest. I don't care about the rest of them. But y'all, I'm going to make y'all mine. And I'm going to give y'all what? Wisdom. Give y'all the knowledge. I'm going to give you understanding. I'm going to give you the breath of life, which is what? The laws. You know what I mean? The laws, statutes, and commandments. This is what I'm going to give you. These other nations, I'm not worried about them. You know what I mean? I'm separating you from them. I'm making you mine. Keep reading.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right. He says above everybody. So out of, like I said, out of all 18 nations, he picked his people that he wants to make his special. Man, listen, do you know how great that is? That's the greatest feeling in the world to be chosen by the creator of the universe, heaven, earth. You know what I mean? The creator of all. He chose us. That's the most greatest feeling in the world. And he did what? Gave us knowledge, gave us the wisdom, the laws, statutes, and commandments that we must obey, must take heed to it. You know what I mean? This is for our learning. This is for us. It belongs to us. You know what I mean? So we won't go out and start being like these other nations. He don't want us to be like them. He separated us for a reason. And he made us special unto himself. All right, so Triple Quam, give me Deuteronomy 28, verse 9. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, Drew. What's good? You there? I can't hear you. You unmuting it, but I still can't hear you. No, I can't hear you. All right, just drop out and come back in. I just have Triple Gabar read it. All right, if any more brothers want to jump in, they help the brother read. You know what I mean? That would be appreciated. All right, so go ahead and drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 9.
28 and Deuteronomy 28 and verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee and holy people unto himself.
Slow down.
So like that one.
Shalom, Lord of Christ. All right, go ahead. Start from the top.
Con. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee and holy people unto himself.
Right. So it's even saying it in Deuteronomy. It's even saying it in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 9. You know what I mean? That he will establish a holy people. Meaning what? Separate. Shalom, Lord of Christ. He established a holy people unto himself. You know what I mean? Separate from the other nations. Understand what I'm saying? So he didn't want us to be like, you know what I mean, your oppressor, the YT man eating his steak with blood still in it. He don't want you to be like them. Feel what I'm saying? He don't want you to be like the Chinese man that's eating all kind of crazy things that they eat. Or just like the Arab man, he eating them. That's so crazy, right? That I just brought that up. Even the Arab man is out there eating camels. Look, how you gonna eat your transportation? Huh? That's so bizarre to me. How are you gonna eat your transportation? That's how you get across the damn desert? You gonna eat your transportation? I'm talking about they had that boy on a big old plate too. All of them sitting in Indian style eating that damn camel. Bro, I'm like, man, listen. That's the reason why the Lord separated us from them. He don't want us to be like that. If you do it, you're going to get punished. You know what I mean? You're going to have to face the punishment for that. These curses. Feel me? Keep going.
as he has sworn unto thee, if thou keep the commandment of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways.
Right. Who is the thee? Who is the thee? The thee, the thee is Israel. You know what I mean? He taught us. Feel what I'm saying? He said, I mean, it's lucky. He swore unto thee. You know what I mean? Our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Feel what I'm saying? That thou should keep these commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways. You know what I mean? If we do that, we will be above all other nations on the face of this earth. We would have the wisdom. Like everybody would come to us for everything. You know what I mean? For all different types of knowledge about anything. We'll have the wisdom to do whatever. Feel what I'm saying? If they need to come to us about something about doctors or something about building or something about what making garments. You know what I mean? Because we have that wisdom and that knowledge, they will come to us for everything. Because we'll know how to do everything because the Lord gave us the wisdom. You know what I mean? We'll know how to make medicines, which is we smartest anyways. Feel what I'm saying? But there's nothing better than having wisdom. Feel what I'm saying? So somebody grab me Psalms 111 verse 10, and somebody else grab me Psalms 147 verse 19. Baba Shah. And Proverbs 1 and 7, Baba Shah. So that's 3 verses I need y'all to grab for me.
Con.
Yeah, but he wants us to walk in his ways, right? And this is how we are able to make better decisions, you know what I mean, in our lives. You know what I mean? Because he's given us the wisdom. He's given us the knowledge that we need to learn. Feel what I'm saying? It's better to have that because without it, man, listen, we just, well, I don't want to say it like that, but we pretty much be like walking ducks. I mean, like we'll fall for anything. But you have to have that knowledge and that wisdom, man. Listen, you have to learn everything that you went through in your life. You have to learn from it. Feel what I'm saying? That's why the Lord is giving you these laws, statutes, commandments. And that's why, you know what I mean, what they call our OGs teaching us what we need to do. You know what I mean?
Select you,
That,
sir.
go ahead.
You said Psalms 147 and what?
19.
Con. I got that one for you.
All right, cut the water.
Salak, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I got the Psalms 111 and 10.
All right. The water. Triple Quam, grab me Proverbs 1 and verse 7. All right, give me Psalms 147 first. Baba Shah.
Con. Psalms 147 verse 19. You said 147 and 19, sir?
Con 147 verse 19. Yep.
Hold on, sir, because it ain't pulling up on here. It only going to verse 10. Go to 10 verses, sir.
147.
Come on. Psalms 147 on the go to 10 verses, sir.
Nah, I've got 20.
Yeah, I'm using the King James with the Apocrypha, but it's skipping over. It's only saying 10 in this one, sir.
All right. God, this is the one that says, he showed his words unto Jacob. That verse right there.
Hold on, sir. 1 second. 1 second, sir. Hold on. 147.
God.
19.
God.
Hold on. 1 second, sir. Okay, it's coming up now.
All right.
I got it, sir.
Go ahead.
Psalms 147, verse 19. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
Right. He showed his word unto Jacob and his judgments unto Israel. Who was Jacob? Jacob is Israel. Feel what I'm saying? Israel and Jacob is the same person. Don't think that it's two different people, right? But they're still talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I mean? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. They're talking to the same people. You know what I mean? He showed his words unto Jacob and his judgments unto Israel. You know what I mean? This is that wisdom. I mean, he didn't talk. Listen, one thing about it that the Christian churches be teaching that, you know what I mean, this Bible is for everybody, right? And it's not for everybody. This Bible was only made for the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native American Indians, because we're the only ones that's going through the conditions that we're going through right now. Understand what I'm saying? That's why he only showed his words unto Jacob. You know what I mean? Salvation is not for the other nations. Most definitely not your oppressor. And it's most definitely not for a Chinese man, a Japanese man. Listen, his words was not given unto other nations. That's why the scripture says he made us holy. Just paraphrasing. I mean, he made us a holy people unto himself, a special people. You know what I mean? He separated us from all the other nations. So how could he gave his word to everybody on the face of this earth, and he separated us from all the other nations? Like all through this book, it was only talking about one nation of people. So how can you misunderstand that? Why? Because that wisdom was not given to them. I mean, they don't know the Bible. They're not going to teach you the truth. You can only learn that in the Isupk. It says he showed this word. You know what I mean? What is his word? His laws, his statutes, his commandments, his judgments. You know what I mean? This is what's going to help us in life. This is what's going to help us to live. Well, we don't have to worry about cancer. So we don't have to worry about AIDS or HIV. So we don't have to worry about unaliving each other. You know what I mean? We learn brotherhood in here. Understand what I'm saying? We learn that we don't supposed to abort our babies, that we have a black family. This is wisdom. This is the wisdom that he was talking about. His word. Like the scripture says, the Lord giveth wisdom. You can only get it from him. You can't get it. You most definitely can't get it out no damn Christian church. Not out of no damn Islamic group. Most definitely not in no Muslim or what is a Buddhist type of group or Egyptologist type of group. You're not going to get it from there. You can only get it from the ISUPK under Commander General Yahanna. All right, drop that. Give me Psalms 111.
Khan or Khan.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me get that real quick. (111) and verse 10. Go ahead.
Khan or Khan. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You know what I mean? We ain't talking about no any type of fear. You know what I mean? The fear of the Lord. That's just like if your father tell you, right? Your father say, listen, when you get home, you know what I mean, make sure you do your homework. When you finish doing your homework, make sure the dishes is washed. Go rake the yard. Do what you need to do. You know what I mean? And you make sure you do it. This is the fear that you need to have. Like, I'm gonna make sure I do it because I don't want to get punished. I don't want to get in trouble. But the more that I do what I'm supposed to do, you know what I mean, I get rewarded for that. So in order for me not to lose that reward, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I don't want to be punished. I don't want my reward taken. Matter of fact, I don't want my PlayStation to be taken away from me. I don't want my phone to be taken away from me. I don't want my computer, laptop, whatever type of game that that entertains you. I don't want none of that taken away from me. That's the type of fear that we're talking about, that the Bible is talking about. You know what I mean? You don't want to lose that from the Most High. You know what I mean? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You'll realize, you know what I mean? If you don't want to lose that, you'll do what you're supposed to do, right? Exactly. You'll do exactly what you're supposed to do. That's wisdom. Because you know, if you don't, you end up losing something. You might not get it back for a very long time. So it'd be wise if you do what you're supposed to do. Simple as that. Go ahead.
A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Right. Because you know, if you do what you told, matter of fact, you do what you told, you probably could get more. Know what I mean? Pops will probably go get you a damn dirt bike. Know what I mean? I know everybody, all the brothers always wanted a dirt bike. Or probably already had a dirt bike. Know what I mean? But a lot of brothers that haven't, know what I mean, they might desire having a dirt bike. Or, know what I mean, Pops buying you a brand new car. Know what I mean? So you can get to the prom, so you can go to school in fashion or whatever. Feel what I'm saying? I know whatever you desire, by you doing what you're supposed to do, you will be rewarded for that. Understand? So a good understanding have they that do his commandments. Salaki. Keep going. Go ahead, end of that.
His praise endureth forever.
Right. Because when you do what you're supposed to do, the Lord gonna always see you as one of those children. Like, damn, listen, just like Christ was. Christ was perfect in the Lord's eyes. Christ was perfect. Christ did everything that he's supposed to do. Everything. And by him doing that, he got rewarded. he got the greatest reward. You know what I mean? He became king. You know what I mean? That's great. Because he took the wisdom, he took the knowledge, and he used it. Feel what I'm saying? All right, drop that. Give me Proverbs 1 and 7. Triple Quam. I can't hear you. All right. Hold on 1 second. I got you. Give me 1 second. Got something even better. Please leave your Hey, y'all bear with me real quick. Give me 1 second. So while I'm getting the brother on the phone, Triple Gabal, grab me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5 by Rashah. All right. You got it?
Con, I got it.
No, I'm talking about Triple Gabal.
Oh, my bad then.
Quam Dar.
All
right.
What was it?
It was Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7.
So I gotta get right quick.
All right, somebody grab me Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And somebody grab me Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Baba Washah.
Come.
You got that, Quan?
Like you said, 1 and 7.
Con. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 7.
Hold on, Consul, I got it.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
Right. And this is saying it in another verse. Right? Saying the same exact thing. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. You know what I mean? Like the last scripture we just brought out. You know what I mean? The Lord giveth knowledge. He give knowledge to his children. This is what well, I hate when people say that they grown, right? I hate that term. I'm grown. But you haven't learned everything that you're supposed to learn. You know what I mean? Grown is not you by age. You know what I mean? That's not you being grown because of your age. You grow because of knowledge. And it's very important to have knowledge. When you start learning, you know what I mean, what you've been taught growing up, now you are growing. You're not grown, but you are growing. Keep going.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right. But the fools despise wisdom and instruction. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear none of that. They're like, man, if you don't get your old self up out of here, we ain't trying to hear that. We do what we want to do. You know what I mean? I'm grown. I ain't got to listen to none of that. And you know what? That's another thing too, right? That's heavy that I brought that up because when people say that they're grown, they pretty much saying that I don't have to listen to nobody no more. That's what they mean by they're grown. I don't have to listen to nobody no more. Know what I mean? I don't have to listen to my daddy. I don't have to listen to my mother. I don't have to listen to my aunties, my uncles. I don't have to listen to nobody because now I'm at an age where I can do everything on my own. Know what I mean? I can make my own decisions. Feel what I'm saying? But when you despise wisdom, I mean that make you a foolish person because you still need wisdom. You still need knowledge. You still need the instructions on how to go on your day to day. You know what I mean? It's brothers and sisters that's like what 50, 60, 70 years old still need instructions because they wasn't taught this growing up. They still need it. We all still need instructions. You know what I mean? We all still need this wisdom. You know what I mean? It said the fools despise wisdom and instructions. They ain't trying to hear nothing you gotta say because why? They grown. I got this. But every time that happens, what end up happening? They always fall on their butt. Why? Because they despise the wisdom. They despise instructions. They didn't want to listen to the law, statutes, commandments that's gonna keep them away from having cancer or catching AIDS. You know what I mean? Or having high blood pressure. You know what I mean? They don't want that type of instructions. They don't want to hear none of that. They want to, what they call it, they want to live, they want to be free spirited. I'm free spirited. I pretty much just go with the flow. I ain't worried about what's going on. Whatever happened, it just happened. I'm just going with the flow. That's my life. And that's how a lot of people really do think like that. All right. You want to say something, Drew?
Allah, sir. I'm trying to say man. I do got Deuteronomy 6 and 7.
All right, come. All right. So grab me Triple Gabal, grab me Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Go ahead, put your mic on mute, Drew.
Come.
Babu Shah, the water. Okay. Triple Gabal, you good?
Con, I don't want con. I'm good.
All right.
Did you want me to read, sir?
Con.
Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5.
Hold on.
Behold.
Hold on. 1 second. Right. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgment, even as the Lord my God command me, that ye shall do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
Right. So who is this talking? Right. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye shall do, so in the land, whether ye go to possess it." That's Moses speaking. You know what I mean? Moses was speaking to the children of Israel. You know what I mean? Said, "I had taught you statutes and judgments." Listen, Moses was giving this wisdom to the Israelites. Feel what I'm saying? As he have received this wisdom. Understand? Keep reading.
So like y'all doing, you said keep on reading.
Come.
All right. For what nation is there so great who has God so
No.
nigh unto?
Verse 6. You skip one.
Go back to 6 out of 1.
Come.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding and the sight of the nations.
Right. So
which
you stop right there. So when you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I mean? It said, "This is your wisdom." I want you. He said, Moses says, "Them keep, therefore do them." You know what I mean? Do the law, statutes, and commandments. Keep it. And for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the other nations, right? Because when the other nations see that you doing all this here, you know what I mean? You keeping your law, statutes, commandments, they look at us like, damn, the Lord is with them. Like, can't nobody come up against Israel when they're doing, you know what I mean? When they're keeping the law, statutes, commandments. Because they are well protected by the Most High. Now you wouldn't dare go up to an Israelite and try to harm an Israelite or anything. Not even a dog will bark against the damn Israelites, the children of Israel, when they're keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Dog wouldn't ever try to do that. So it's for your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the other nations, because they see that the things that they do, you don't do the same thing. You're different. You know what I mean? Like when you keeping the law, statutes, commandments, really does not anything happen to you. You know what I mean? You don't mess around and have high blood sugar. I mean high sugar, right? You won't be a diabetic. You know what I mean? You don't die from health issues. You know what I mean? It's a certain way that you move, it's a certain way that you talk, and it's a certain way that you are. And your kids are being taught the same way. You raise them up in the same way. And when the other nations see this, they know that you is like special. You are different from everybody because you don't move like they move. They notice all these things happening to them, but there is nothing happening to you. That's why you are keeping these laws. You're keeping these statutes. And you're observing these judgments. You know not to do certain things. You know what I mean? You talk different. You move different. They know you're different when you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Keep reading.
That ye should do so in the land whither y'all go to possess, it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and understanding and the nations.
Keep going.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Right, because they know. When you statutes and commandments.
For
Hold on, stop right there.
What nation
Stop right
is there so great?
Triple Gabar.
Okay.
Stop right there. Like when they know that if you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, this is what they say about you. Know what I mean? And we kept it right now. Know what I mean? Everybody, they'll know that we're a great and understanding nation. They'll know that we like, hey, don't mess with them. It's something different about them. Like they, like what? Bruce Leroy, they got the glow. They got the glow. There's something about them, man. Like you don't want to come up against them because they notice that we're doing everything that our Father told us to do. You know what I mean? We're learning the knowledge and we're making it a part of ourselves. You know what I mean? They know that we're wise and great people. You know what I mean? They know that when we listen to our Father, when we listen to the Most High. They know that. Right now, if that happened right now, you really think these other nations will really come up against us? I don't think they would want to. You think all them brothers and sisters, them young men, them older men that got underlined by police brutality, you think that'll really happen if everybody was keeping the law, statutes, and commandments? Listen, they don't want to do that. That's why it's important that we teach this and we spread this truth around to everybody that needs to hear this. You know what I mean? Let's not keep this truth to ourselves. You know what I mean? That's why it's important to share these classes. You know what I mean? Because there's some people out here that really needs to hear this. You know what I mean? They really need this. And by you keeping this wisdom to yourself, it's not going to help your brothers out of his condition. It's not. That's why it's important for us to share these classes. Every class. You know what I mean? Every class that has wisdom in it, and all of them has wisdom in it. Share it. Share it on all social media platforms. You know what I mean? Like it. Just to show them, like, listen, it's something important about, you know what I mean, these words and wisdom and this knowledge that these brothers just dishing out like this. Feel me? Keep going.
So like I'm not gonna be able to read out now. I'm gonna try to get my son back to sleep. He just woke up.
All right. All right. Triple Quan. Go ahead, pick up where he left off at. It's Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 7.
Sir.
All right, go ahead.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, and verse 7. For what nation is there so great, who hath God so nigh unto them, as the Lord our God is in all things that we call upon him for?
Mm-hmm.
And what nation is there so great that has statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
Right. Now, what nation is there so great that have these statutes and these judgments so righteous as all these laws? Feel me? Hey, listen, because these statutes, judgments, you know why they righteous? Because the Lord knows that we need this, and it's going to help us, and it's going to protect us. You understand? This is life. These laws is life. This is what help us live. I mean, like the scripture that says, who was Ezekiel when he says, "Speak to the dry bones." Yeah, I think it was Ezekiel. Yeah, it was Ezekiel. I'm pretty sure it was. He told him to speak to the dry bones, because this wisdom, these laws, statutes, and commandments, it's life. This is what's going to help us to live. Because this also brings us closer to the Most High. Like the Most High loves obedient children. You know what I mean? He loves his children to be obedient. And when you do that, listen, you're going to be rewarded greatly. Believe you me. All right, drop that. No, matter of fact, keep going. Salakia. Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thine eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life.
Right. Know what I mean? Let's not forget. Know what I mean? What happened when certain things that you do, right, that cause us, like cause things to happen to us. Know what I mean? Let's not forget about that. When you leave, or when you Salakia, when you reject the knowledge. Let's not forget what happened when you reject knowledge, how we destroyed that we are. The curses that are put upon us. You know what I mean? Let's not forget about that. Curse shall be thou in the city and in the field. You know what I mean? Let's not forget about that. Keep going.
Come on, God, sir.
Go ahead.
And lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life.
Mm-hmm.
But teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons.
Right. And this is you passing this down as an OG, you know what I mean, that has been through, you know what I mean, all these different obstacle courses in your life. You know what I mean? When you departed from the laws, you know what I mean? You want to teach your children what would happen if you did the same thing. So you want to teach them, listen, when you grow up, I want you, matter of fact, you ain't must got to say it like that, but just teach them, like, listen, I've been through this, and that, growing up in my life. Listen, I want to raise you up the right way. You know what I mean? I want to raise you up in the law, statutes, and commandments. So I'm going to raise you up not eating crab, lobster, shrimp, and pork. You know what I mean? I'm going to raise you up to be a warrior. You know what I mean? I'm going to raise you up not to celebrate holidays. You know what I mean? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day. We're not going to do that. You know what I mean? There's not going to be a man on man and a woman on woman. When you lay down with a woman, that's your wife for life. That's how you want to raise your son and your son's sons. You know what I mean? You raise your son up the same way to teach his son the same thing. You pass down that wisdom. You know what I mean? From generations to generations to generation, all the way until it get to us and until it get past us. You continue to pass down this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding. So our children won't have to go through this. None of this. None of the curses. Give me Deuteronomy 6 and 7. Who got that?
Khan, auto Khan.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up.
Right. This is what you want to do. All the days of your life. Raise your children up. Raise your sons. Raise your daughters. You know what I mean? Teach your wives. You know what I mean? Teach them the law, statutes, and commandments. Teach them this wisdom that they need to learn so they can grow up not having to worry about being up under these curses. You know what I mean? Not have to worry about every time you walk out the damn door, you getting brutally beaten by police officers with a damn knee on your damn neck, or being unalive while being black. You know what I mean? Negroes are scared to even drive their cars right now because they think every time they get pulled over, they're going to be unalive by police officers. That's why every time you see a video on that, they always doing what? Throwing their hands up. Don't shoot. This is what you want to teach your children, your sons. Feel what I'm saying? That's what we need. We need this wisdom to continue on down from generations to generations. You know what I mean? Until we get this kingdom. So we won't have to worry about this no more. You know what I mean? When you sit down in the house, when you walk on the way, when you lay down, when you get up, you know what I mean? You always teaching these laws, statutes, and commandments to your children, to your family. Don't never stop talking about this. Like just I'm not telling you to drill them with it, right? But some need it. Some need this very badly. Feel what I'm saying?
Slack, yes, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and people talk about generational curses and all that, this and that all the time. But this how you really get rid of generational curses for real, by doing exactly what the Lord told you to do, passing it on to your children, they pass it on to their children, and and that's how we take those steps into being like what we was just reading about. Take steps into being those people that everybody look at and say, "Damn, look at," you know what I'm saying? Because we keeping
Absolutely.
these laws.
Absolutely. Right. And that's how you're right. That's how we break that generational curse. That's how we break it, by continuing to teach this wisdom of the Most High. You know what I mean? Like, we won't have to worry about this no more. Ever. Our children and our children's children will never have to worry about police brutality. This will be foreign to them. Holidays will be foreign to them. You know what I mean? Alternative lifestyle will be foreign to them. Eating crab, lobster, shrimp, and pork will be foreign to them. They'll look at that like, man, what is that? You said birthdays. What is a birthday? What is Christmas? All of this will be foreign. They won't know nothing about this. And we always constantly continuing to teach these laws, statutes, commandments. I'm talking about every day. You just showing them like different lessons on, you know what I mean, different laws. As you walk down the street, you teaching them different things. You know what I mean? This is of the Lord right here. Oh, this is the reason why this happened, because this, and this, and that. You know what I mean? They didn't follow this law. So these are the curses that we have to go through. Look at our brothers that's strung out on the street corners, that's homeless. Because our people is destroyed for the lack of knowledge. This is what happens. When you're in no Christian churches, this is what happened. That's why we must not go inside of these Christian churches. You teach your children that. Don't ever walk in a Christian church, because you're not getting anything about it else. But learning how to be a hustler too, or being a LGBTQ. You ain't learning nothing out of a Christian church. All right, drop that. Give me you want to grab me Romans 15:4? Y'all caught? Bible Shaw.
Con, I got it, sir. Romans 15:4, right?
Con. The water.
Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Mm-hmm. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Right. Everything that was written before time is for our learning. Like your Christian churches, they'll tell you, listen, the laws are done away with. You know what I mean? The Old Testament, we don't follow the Old Testament. Where you think all these lessons come from? Where you think Christ learned this stuff from? Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, sis. Where you think this wisdom come from? These law, statutes, commandments. Everything that the prophet was teaching, that came from the Old Testament. That's what everything, that's when it says everything was written before time, that's what they're talking about. It's for our learning. Everything that he wrote in the Bible, everything that he told Moses to to give to the people, to teach the people, it was for our learning. It's not done away with. Everything that was taught is for our learning. That's the reason why we go through the things that we go through, because your Christian pastor is not teaching this. That's why you don't follow behind no damn Christian pastor, church, Baptist, whatever. You in a Christian church, run up out that thing right now. And I know a lot of I know a lot of them in church service right now. You know what I mean? And they would never teach this right here. They would never bring this out. You would never see them bring this out. Whatsoever thing was written aforetime was written for our learning. So how can you say the laws are done away with if everything that was written at that time is for our learning? You just contradicted yourself. You just cut your damn self. But they would never bring this out in the church. Going to Christian church right now and read this out to the pastor. Yeah, it's getting kicked out of that thing. And you ain't coming back. You're being dismembered out of the Christian church. You up out of there. Every time you come to the door, they escorting your butt somewhere else. You're not coming up in there because you ask too many questions. You trying to sabotage his work. You know what I mean? Hey, shalom, Lord of Christ.
Salaki, sir. Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
And that's they're gonna kick you out after they lock you in and take your money first.
Hey, that's so heavy too, right? Because they will take your money. They'll take your money and they'll kick you out. They'll make sure they pass around a collection plate about 3-4 times and make sure it get to you first, right? Once you put all your money up in there, hey, tap you right on the shoulder. Tap you right on the shoulder. Come on, brother. You got to go. Man, hold on. I just paid my tithes now, brother. You got to go. You asked too many questions.
Salaki, sir. They go tell the robbers from West Tampa, for the ushers from West Tampa and robbers to guard the doors.
Good night. Hey, that's so real too. Oh man, that's so heavy. It's funny at the same time because what's so crazy about it, because it's true. It is so true. Because right, I was at a little when I was out there homeless, whatever, I was going to this little church, but I wasn't like in there as a member, but I just stopped by because they give out food or whatever. But before they give out the food, you got to sit in a little service first before you get their food. That's how they get you in there, right? They want you to become a member. So I start asking questions. Bro, when I tell you they kicked me out of there so fast, and like, nah, we're not finna do this. Bro, listen, they wouldn't even let me come get no food. I was asking too many questions. I want to know. I want to know how true it is. And you already know they always try to defend themselves by saying, well, we're all Gentiles. Right? That's their favorite go-to. We're Gentiles. And we're covered with the blood of Jesus. You know what I mean? And if you how they say it, if you call on the name of Jesus and accept him as your Lord and Savior, that you'll be saved. Oh man, I was hitting them with all kind of scriptures that I done conjured up. Man, listen, they want to see me back in there no more. I couldn't even get no food. I couldn't even get a damn juice. They're like, nah, bro, you got to go. You asked too many questions. Everybody was mad at me. Go ahead.
If I made the same type of church you talking about, those the churches I think they call them like multicultural churches, where they combine like all the different types of Christianity. Like they got the, they have a like, because I went to one time. They were talking about paying light bills or whatever. So before I came to school. So I was trying to go and see if they were gonna give me the money, though. I ain't need it, I just wanted to see if they were really gonna give me the money. But when we went in there, I went in there, I caught the bus and everything down there, you know what I'm saying, with them. Cause they send the tour buses and stuff, the charter buses to the projects to get them. Right. So all us that went out there, we trying to get this money,
Hey, Salaki, I don't mean to cut you off. You talk about the River Church?
The River Church, with every flag from every country in there.
I know what you're talking about.
So we went in there. They got it's like when you first go in, they got like the Baptist portion, then they got the Protestant portion, then they got like the Jehovah's Witness portion. But all of them say that they left them denominations to come together to make one. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they supposed to be like this big church of evangelist stuff. They got I forgot the one Christian denomination that teach the speaking tongues. They sit in there and try to make you speak tongues and all kind of stuff, man. And when I tell you, man, them people leave up out of there so confused, man. Like, so it was crazy, man. Like, it's heavy you said that, man, because it's like they teach you so much stuff in there that ain't even in the Bible. Like, one of them had Illuminati time where they talked about the Illuminati, like a whole thing on celebrities sacrificing and blood sacrifice. Like, they just talk about crazy stuff in them churches, but to get you to come there so they can get your money, they tell you they gonna give you something like a TV or some crazy stuff like that. So you got a bunch of people, you got a bunch of poor people like Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They actually coming in them churches and they trying to get, something, you know what I'm saying? And the only thing they get is really just a waste of time, and they end up putting money in them collection plates, and they come out 10 times worse than what they was, sir. And that's heavy that you bringing that out. So like, yeah,
that's facts, because even they tricked my kids one day. Told my kids they got all kind of toys and candies and stuff like that. So they got my kids on the damn bus too. My kids came back, they were like, Dad, I am not going back. Heck no. My kids said they were scared as hell. They don't like that type of church. Like, that really, like, churches like that really messes up our kids' mental. Feel what I'm saying? And it's so crazy because they try to con you into the church. So they can get whatever they can from you. Feel what I'm saying? But you leave it with nothing. What you benefiting from? You're not coming out of there with no knowledge, with no wisdom. You're not learning nothing. You going in there hooping and hollering and speaking in tongue and talking about all kind of crap, and you're not even talking about what you really need to know, because they don't have the spirit. It wasn't put upon them. This Bible was never for the other nation of people. Never. Like, how the hell? It's so crazy because these people is trying to teach Black history, the real Black history of the Bible. Feel what I'm saying? They try to teach things that went on with us and try to say that they was a part of that too. That when the Lord come back and he and for salvation, you know what I mean? Salvation is for all of us too. You know what I mean? Since if y'all Israelites, y'all, what they say, y'all did something to Christ. Y'all denied Christ or whatever, right? So now the Lord punished y'all and allow everybody to come in now. And listen, this is what causes our people to go off, because the Bible was never for every nation. For the simple fact Deuteronomy 6:7 says that he chose one set of people to be holy. You know what I mean? A special people unto himself. Now, all throughout this Bible, it's only been talking about Israel. Nobody else. Salvation is for Israel. Christ came and he died for Israel. The Lord loves Israel. You know what I mean? The new covenant, the old covenant, Israel. Brethren, when it says love your brother as you love yourself, it's talking about Israel, Israelites. Because we end up going against each other. So that's why the Lord says, love your brother as you love yourself. How can you say you love the Most High that you haven't seen, but hate your brother that you see every day? They're not teaching what they're supposed to be teaching, man. That's why you don't supposed to be in no Christian church. So, oh shit, I'm way over the time. All right, so with that, we're gonna end the class there. Y'all clap it up. Appreciate that. The water to everybody. Appreciate that. Holding down with me. Hey, shalom. Yabashin Yahweh Barakatah. Yahweh Shema Alatah. Bashin Yahweh Shah. To all the brothers and the sisters. Hey, appreciate that. Trooper Quam, Drew, Trooper Gabar, Yaquab. I mean, everybody in the chat. Hey, the water for holding it down with the brother. Hey, that's what's up. Most High Christ. Hey, Lord allow, we're gonna have many more. You know what I mean? So make sure y'all go and y'all like and share this class, man. Listen, don't hold this wisdom back from everybody that need to hear this. You know what I mean? Go and share this class on your social media. You know what I mean? Like this class. Hey, with that, shalom.
Shalom, Lord of Christ, sir.
Shalom, Lord Christ.
Yeah, right.
Shalom, Lord of Christ, sir.
Shalom, Lord of Christ.